Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Six Shadows and today we are going to be doing a base building video. The base we're going to be covering today is the base that I'm currently using in my Duo official series. It's in one of my favorite hidden base locations, which is the waterfall behind us. If you haven't seen my series yet, I definitely recommend that you check it out. The support I've been getting on the series is crazy. You guys are amazing. So yeah, thanks for that. The series will continue tomorrow, guys. This video is just super highly requested, so I thought I'd put it up today. Just quickly before we jump into the video, the price for the base will be on the screen now. The left value will show the cost of the shell of the base, while the right hand side of the screen will show the cost of the whole base, including everything inside. Now please remember that these values don't include turrets. So first up, I'm going to show you guys the coordinates of the base, followed by a base tour. So here we are, coordinates of the base, 65.9, 35.2, and as I said, it's inside the waterfall. Now, please note that it's not exactly the same as my base on official, it's just the plan for the finished project. By the time we're built up on official, this is what the base will look like. So yeah, let's get to it, let's get to the base tour. So you got some turrets in the entranceway. These are optional, we'll talk more about them later. You come in, classic airlock, nothing special there. Hatch frame down into the water under the base, will go down there soon. So the bottom level is covered with water, guys. What you can do is you can place ceilings on top of the pillars, but I don't really recommend you do it because it will make your building weird. Like the walls will be slightly higher, it won't all line up nicely. So the way I recommend you do the build is like this: 2 smithies, 3 mortar and pestles, a preserving bin, and a vault. That's going to be your bottom level. Now the vault's in a pretty nice location. You can access it from down here, and you can also access it from on top of the stairs, and it doesn't block you when you walk up, so it's really good. So that's it for the first layer. The middle layer here, as you can see, ignore the cables, by the way, they're a bit messy, we'll talk about them later. So yeah, middle layer on the staircase, you just walk off, no need to jump. You got your 5 forges, and also in here is the generator room. So that's it for the middle layer. Nothing too special going on there. Third layer, another vault, a fridge, a chem bench. Now you can change this to whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I plan to do with it. Now a cool thing I recently found out is you can have the fabricator here, but you can also drop a vault on the back of it. Now this storage box here is just a stepping stone for you to get and access the vault. Just jump on the box, jump on the fabricator, and you can access the vault and the fabricator. Final level, guys, you're going up this ladder here, and this is your fortified bird storage. So you got a giant hatch frame, still hidden all behind the waterfall. So yeah, just use the giant hatch frame, get your birds inside, some nice little bird storage. It's really good. I'm glad I found this spot, I love it. And also up here is the industrial grill. There's no way to fit it anywhere else in the base. And meat doesn't really weigh that much, so it doesn't really matter if you need to carry it to the top floor of your base. That's why the grill's at the top. So as for the cables, my philosophy, guys, is the thing about this base, the thing that makes it good is that it's hidden. So if someone finds it, there's a high chance that they're just going to raid you anyway. Your cable management is not going to do anything. It does look ugly, but there's nothing you can really do about it. You can't hide it in the foundations because there's no foundations. So yeah, I've just got it out in the open because, as I said, it doesn't bother me. Now for the underwater level, we'll go down, we'll take a look. It's just the pillars of the base, basically. I've also walled it down. So we've walled down from the ceiling, so no one can actually swim in. They're going to have to blow that door. I also have an extra vault down here, so you got even more storage. The base has 4 vaults in total, which is crazy. More storage than you're ever going to need for a solo or duo player. As I said, the turrets at the entrance are optional, but I highly recommend you have them. If you don't have them, this part of your base becomes a huge weakness. Say you don't have turrets there, someone with really good flak could just always just run, jump, and they won't get hit by turrets here. That's why you want these 3. So I highly recommend you follow that. Highly recommend you follow my advice and put the 3 turrets there. Alright guys, so you've had the tour. Next up, I'm going to show you how to build a base. It's a pretty simple build. You can't really mess it up that easily. Ironically, the biggest mistake you can make starts with the first foundation placement. Now, it's not an exact science. I wish I could tell you how to place it without messing it up, but you're most likely going to mess it up the first time you do it. So I highly recommend you place it first out of thatch. The only tip I can give you, make sure the bottom right corner of the foundation is covered by this green rock here. So ideally you want it something like this. It's quite a rough build, like the placement of the first foundation is crucial. If you place it incorrectly, then your whole build is screwed. So go ahead and place it something like this. If you can place a wall on the side, it generally means you placed it correctly, but you'll find out in a moment. There's 2 tests you need to do. This is test number 1. Next up, go ahead and snap a hatch frame here. This is your entrance to the water level of your base. Snap a ceiling down, then you want to jump in the water. Place your pillars, connect it to the water, and place in your other 3 ceilings. So once you got that down, you're pretty much safe. Okay, so from here, The next thing I like to do is place my smithies. Now you don't really need to worry about the placement that much. I just like it to be like straight. Go ahead and line it up on the metal ceiling as close to the edge as you can while still being able to place the wall. That should be fine. There we go. That's fine. Jump on top of your smithy and place the other one. Place the preserving bin as close to the smithy as you can. From there, you're safe to go ahead and wall around the whole first layer of the base. From this point, you're going to go ahead and snap in the metal staircase. Now, the snap point you want is obviously the back right corner, as you saw in the base tour. This is the snap point we want, so go ahead and place it in. From there, you're going to pull out your ceilings, and we're going to do the first level of the base, and then pull your walls out again. So, wall up layer number 2. If you remember from the base tour, this is the forge layer, so pull out your 5 forges and just line them up along the wall. There we go. Forges are in. You can still walk down there. That's what you want. Next up is the Jenny. Go ahead and build a little room for it right next to the forges. The way I place my Jenny is a little bit different. I don't know why. It might just be personal preference. Place the Jenny as far against the wall as you can. Click it, rotate it around like this, and then it should be in position. Mine's slightly tilted, but hopefully yours will be straight. From there, you can go ahead and ceiling the Jenny in. Don't worry about it sticking through the floor. We are going to cover it with a vault later. Ceiling over your forges, but do not place the walls. Now, this is the next part that you can mess up. So this part is pretty important. You're going to want some thatch ceilings. So I always carry thatch ceilings when I'm building. You guys should too. It really helps with placement. And the next thing we're placing is the fabricator. So for this one, obviously you just want it in here so it fits inside the walls. The placement is not too crazy. As long as it fits in the walls, you're good. See if you can fit the walls all the way around. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, we've got it in position. And from there, guys, that's pretty much all the hard parts of the base built. The rest of the base is really easy to build. Those are the only hard points. Go ahead and wall that layer off. The next thing we're going to be placing is a vault. Put a ceiling on top of the staircase. Pull out your first vault. For this vault, we just want it in the back left corner of the ceiling. So the placement does not matter too much. As long as it's in the back left corner, it should work perfectly fine. As long as you can still walk up and down your staircase, then you're all good. We can go ahead and wall up one more level. Pull out your hatch frame and place it up to the top level. This will be the bird storage level. We need to get up there so that we can drop another vault. Another thatch ceiling here. Now for this vault, you want it in the back right corner. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. It's not that important. Go ahead and drop it in. There we go. The top of the staircase, there should be a vault. Next to it, we'll put the fridge. Over here against the wall, the chem bench. And obviously right there is the storage box for the vault I was talking about. There we go. That's that level complete, guys. All we have to do is drop one more vault over here. So go ahead and ceiling this level in. Pull out another thatch ceiling, followed by another vault. The placement for this one, again, it doesn't really matter. Just have it on the back of the ceiling. As far back as you can go would be ideal. Perfect. Drop it in and ceiling over it. So we're pretty much done. We're standing in the bird storage level at the moment. This is the final level of the base. Go too high all the way around. Now for placing the grill, guys, what you want to do is you're going to want to place the thatch ceiling up here and then ladder up to it. But I'm just going to fly just to make it easier for the video because I don't have a ladder on me. So go ahead and place your grill anywhere in there. It doesn't really matter. Giant hatch frame on top with the giant metal trap door, followed by your last 2 ceilings. And there you go. You got a nice secure base, guys. You can access the fabricator and you can access the vault by jumping on top of it. Perfect. So that is the interior of the base done, guys. Nice and easy. As I said, it's not too complex at all. Obviously, you want to chuck your doors on. I kind of forgot about them. They're not that important. You guys will place the doors. I'm sure you'll know where they go. I like to do 3. A lot of raiders will go through the doors, so as many doors as possible is good. From there, we're going to go down into the water level. All you're going to do here is just wall down. So it's kind of hard to see. I could do it from the inside. It might be a little bit easier. So just wall down all the way around. I like to have a door down here, just extra entrance. You never know when you'll need one. There we go. So we got the water level walls on. You can't actually swim in here. I've tried all the angles. You can't get in. Now placing a vault down here is kind of tricky. So you want this, you want a pillar this way. You want that pillar to be in place when you place the vault. Then after you got that pillar in place, you're going to want to snap one to the roof here. Underneath that, you're going to want to place a foundation because obviously you can only place vaults on foundations. I like to have mine on the front left corner. There we go. From there, you can go ahead and drop the vault to the floor and snap in your other pillars. And then you got a nice underwater vault extra storage, extra secure. And that's basically it for the base, guys. I'm not going to go through and place turrets with you because obviously turret placement is your decision in the end. There is one thing I want to show you before we do that though, and that's this new aberration item that will allow you to store your anglerfish inside of this base. So that item is called the fish basket. As you can see, I have my anglerfish here. It's tamed. There's no way for me to swim it in my base. Place your fish basket underneath the anglerfish, and it says right here it's initializing. Eventually your anglerfish will be inside of the basket. See this? Press E, trap your anglerfish. So yeah, you can see I got my anglerfish inside the basket. Go ahead and swim under your base where it's nice and secure. Right here is perfect. We've got room for him. Go ahead and dump the basket down and you got your anglerfish secured inside of your base. So it's a miracle work of that item, guys. The only downside is you can only grab it from aberration. So I recommend you transfer over there and learn the engram ASAP. It's really good for solo players, especially for this base, guys. So definitely check it out. But apart from that, that's the whole base build. So I hope you enjoyed that one. It was highly requested. I think a lot of people really like the base location. I like it myself. So yeah, thanks for watching my base build video, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope I didn't ramble on too much about nonsense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the Duo Survival series.